David Dobrik didn't invent the YouTube vlog, but he might have perfected it. His early videos weren't traditional vlogs, they were montages engineered for maximum retention, clocking in at 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Every frame had a function, and it was addictive. By 2019, Dobrik was pulling in more than 200 million views a month. His early crew gave the illusion of spontaneity, but behind the scenes the operation was much more deliberate. The audience felt like they were a part of a friend group, but what they were really watching was a carefully engineered product, perfectly designed to keep him at the top of the platform. This wasn't just YouTube's success, it was platform dominance. He partnered with SeatGeek, surprising friends with Teslas and giant checks, but these weren't just good-hearted giveaways, they were thumbnails in disguise. Dobrik also leaned heavily into traditional media crossovers, appearing on late-night shows, winning awards, and he hosted the Teen Choice Awards. His charm and high energy translated well outside of YouTube, further embedding him into internet culture. By 2020, Dobrik launched his disposable camera app Dispo, earning praise from outlets like Forbes, stating, "Dispo helps tell nostalgic and connected stories." This wasn't just a YouTuber building a brand, it was a creator crossing into venture capital territory. But when the controversies hit, those ambitions unraveled quickly. In the early days, most viewers didn't question it, as the pace was too fast and the editing was too clean. But over time, people began to notice what appeared to be a prank was actually a crime. A 2017 video resurfaced where Vlog Squad member Seth Francois was tricked into kissing Jason Nash wearing an old man mask. In 2021, Business Insider reported Seth's account. "They can't have the world know that the big secret within the Vlog Squad is probably my sexual abuse." What used to pass as edgy humor now looked like coercion. Trisha Paytas, who had been part of the inner circle, had for years talked about the toxic dynamics behind the scenes.
They're just users. They're just fake as fuck. At the night I went to the hospital, they came, and then I never heard from either. Like, David never called me again. I spent 2 years with him, like, every single day filming vlogs with him, and then just never contacted me to say, "Are you okay? Like, hey, you tried to kill yourself. Like, are you okay?"
Which were initially dismissed, but her stories now felt eerily consistent. Dobrik was perceived as generous on camera, but the darker moments behind those videos suddenly didn't look so funny. Commentary creators including Ethan Klein began laying out full timelines of questionable content. Comment sections began to shift, and it wasn't in his favor. There's a difference between cancel culture and straight-up crime. Other Vlog Squad members began distancing themselves, along with reports of David Dobrik's Vlog Squad finally crumbling. In June 2020, Dobrik was behind the controls of an excavator during a video shoot with Jeff Wittek. Dobrik had him swinging from a rope tied to the arm, but he spun the machine too fast, causing Jeff to slam into the metal. Suffering a fractured skull and nearly losing his eye, Jeff released a 6-part docu-series on the events that followed the incident.
But this is where I made a mistake. I forgot that the biggest fucking idiot I know was driving it.
But after its release, Jeff would go on to sue for $10 million after Dobrik failed to make hospital payments and made no contact.
So yeah, my beef with David, the fact that he is a scumbag friend, a fake friend, now that the documentary's over, doesn't give a fuck, doesn't text me, doesn't check in. They were supposed to cover the hospital bills. They slacked because whatever the fuck they're doing, making stupid vlogs.
Wittek's injuries became a turning point for many. The fun had stopped and the stunts weren't so harmless anymore, they were physically dangerous. For the first time, Dobrik's need for content had visibly crossed a line. In March 2021, NBC published a report stating sponsors drop YouTuber David Dobrik after his former collaborator is accused of rape, after a woman alleged that former Vlog Squad member Dom Zaglitis sexually assaulted her in 2018 while the group filmed a video, and that she was too incapacitated by alcohol during the evening to give consent. Despite all of this, the video was still monetized and up for years until the allegations broke, which triggered a whole cascade of events. Dobrik deleted the video, but it was too late. YouTube demonetized all of his channels, SeatGeek paused sponsorships, David Dobrik's startup Dispo lost another investor. The fallout was no longer limited to commentary channels, his whole brand was at stake. 2 apology videos followed. The first video he posted was just 2.5 minutes long and was widely criticized as insincere.
I think with any video I make, my main purpose is to make people happy and inspire people, and I never want anything to get in the way of that. And I'm sorry if I've let you down, and things like that won't happen again.
Dobrik didn't directly address the assault allegations until his second video, which he only posted after numerous brands cut ties with him. Dobriks' response was seen as corporate damage control rather than genuine remorse. His first video was posted on his second channel with the likes, dislikes and comments turned off. The tone felt less apologetic and more like a PR memo. Even as Dobrik tried to regain footing, sponsors were reluctant. One of the most visible faces online was suddenly untouchable. When Dobrik returned to YouTube, the landscape had changed. Mr. Beast, Ryan Trahan and Arak were growing in popularity, building loyalty on transparency and storytelling. Dobrik's quick cut style felt dated. His new upload still gained views, but the comment sections told a different story. This is the most random upload, just here to unsub, the fakest do to touch YouTube. Videos that once trended instantly now struggle to breach 1 million. Dobrik's old format had one fatal flaw. It was built on escalation, bigger pranks, more chaos, but escalation always has a ceiling, and once that ceiling was reached, he had nothing left to produce. Eventually switching to merchandising in an attempt to revive his income, limited edition pizza boxes, hoodie drops and exclusive Dobriks collabs. They sold out quickly, but fan enthusiasm didn't translate to wider relevance. Support looked more like nostalgia than momentum, along with his podcast being abandoned in 2022. The once dominant narrative arc of his career had flatlined. For someone who wants to find YouTube's golden era, that might be the harshest ending of all. Even now, new creators reference Dobriks' pacing and style with full compilation videos, but the conversation is no longer about what David is doing, it's about what he did. His channel still has millions of subscribers, yet very few are watching in real time. When he finally did return after 3 years, it was with a body transformation video which surpassed 9 million views. But his subsequent upload would gain significantly less traction, just over 2 million views, and 80% decrease to his former glory. As the landscape continues shifting towards authenticity and long-form storytelling, Dobriks' name rarely enters the conversation unless it's a retrospective. He's become a reminder that even the most optimized brands need to evolve. The silence may not be scandalous, but for a creator who once relied on noise, it's a kind of ending all the same. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe below, as there are many more videos to come.